So, Superman just released, and to my low expectations, I enjoyed it far more than I even thought I would. I don't understand how, but James Gunn manages to deliver almost every time incredible superhero movies. Now, for the first time in his life, he has finally decided to make a solo superhero movie, and he really managed to make a good one. Now, me personally, I'm not the biggest DC fan, most probably because they have launched lately some really bad movies. But hey, Superman is Superman. I had to go there and see it at the cinema, no matter how I felt about Superman then. Before watching this movie, I found Superman as an overrated hero. I've never actually been a big fan of him or whatever, but you know what, let me just get to the subject already. I've always loved Batman more than I've ever loved Superman, and I still hold that opinion even after watching this movie. Anyways, we'll talk about Batman in another episode because the main subject of this video is Superman. When I first saw the trailer, I thought that the casting decision of David Corenswet as Superman was not good. They made him look like a really serious guy and funny and really dark, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I was terribly wrong. For some reason, he was funny without even making a joke, and he cares for everyone, including that one squirrel. Yeah, Superman, you gain my respects. But the character that literally stole the show was by a mile Lex Luthor. We finally have a good Lex casting and not like the one from Batman vs Superman. Like, no hate toward Jesse Eisenberg, I love him as an actor, but he was just not it for this role. I actually don't remember any other DC villain carrying so much hatred for a hero that he actually makes you want to slap the shit out of him. He was just fantastic. Like, he actually believes that he is so much better than Superman in every way. The shit that he does in this movie to destroy Superman are just so cool, but locking him into a cell with a kryptonite next to him was so scary. Like, he either made you feel like he's the most terrifying person ever or the goofiest person ever. There are also some characters that should not be this much into this movie, like a lot of them, mostly the Daily Planet characters, but whatever. I also feel like there are too many things going on into this movie, like too many action scenes and characters that want to destroy Superman, and they also want Superman to fight in two different places. I also think that they have skipped too many things from the origin story, like we can only see Clark's parents 2 minutes into this movie, which is such a shame because there are some really important characters in other movies and comics. Lois already knows that Clark is Superman, which is not a big problem, but I'm just still used to seeing those things, and I get that they have tried to change the story a bit to not be the same shit every single time, but I think they would have worked a little better if they would have included that. A thing that I like a lot about this movie is probably the chemistry between Clark and Lois. Like, they work so well. We can actually see more of Lois, and she's not like the other ones who just fall in love with Clark, they almost die in every movie, and blah blah blah, the same shit every time. She actually shows us what she's capable of, and I like that. The Justice Gang was actually pretty cool too, especially Green Lantern. He was so funny. Oh, and Dina from The Last of Us is in the Justice Gang. Yay. When I first saw the first scene of this movie, I was like, fuck yeah, Superman is in trouble if he's already bleeding, even though we haven't seen how he gets destroyed, which is disappointing, but whatever. Super Talky is probably the cutest thing in this entire movie, and I know that it's kinda goofy for it to fly and beat people, but I still love them. But what I really liked the most from this movie was Superman realizing from the message from his real parents that his scope of him was to rule the world. Holy shit. I also think that just like in Spider-Man No Way Home, people just forget anything that you have done for them in like 2 seconds after hearing the message. Like, man, shouldn't you be asking yourself if it was real? Another problem that I have for this movie is that it feels like a sequel to the first movie of him, which doesn't exist. I don't know if you get what I mean. Anyways, the battle scenes were cool though. I have definitely missed watching Superman fly and beat the shit out of some people. There are a lot of cool action scenes into this movie, and yeah, I don't think that I can add anything more into this episode. Most well because there are a lot of action scenes and that there are some slow scenes, but yeah, I liked it. I'm definitely recommending this movie to all of you who haven't seen it already. It definitely refreshed my mind just like Thunderbolts did, and if you want to have a fun time watching a movie, then go ahead and watch this one, because you will not be disappointed. I liked it way more than the Batman with Robert Pattinson, And I'm actually curious what they are going to do in this universe with Batman and Superman. Maybe they will make the new Justice League into this universe. So I'm going to go and give Superman a solid 8 out of 10.